So in classic New England fashion, it is the end of May. We are getting cold rain and it's turning ponds upside down. We're seeing fish diseases, water quality issues, and dark water, green water, all simultaneously are starting to call in and say what's going on with the ponds. We should talk about what's going on so you can help avoid some of the biggest issues. Okay, so we're gonna leave fish diseases for the end. It's a little bit more complicated conversation. But right now, water quality is the biggest reports I'm getting. So right here, ponds historically, maybe they're getting cleaned up, maybe they're getting started, but you should be able to see to the bottom of your pond. Even with the rain coming down, I can see the river stone on the bottom of the pond. That's a sign of a healthy pond and the fish are active. The problem is lots of people are getting reports of dark tea-colored water. Maybe they can see down to the bottom of the pond. Maybe that water is starting to turn pea soup green. The causes are typically different. So let's start with the most common, green water. In traditional New England fashion, we started off with March above average temperatures. Then in April, we cooled off again. Then at the end of April, we warmed up again. Now, May is following the same pattern. We had some beautiful weather. Now we're all of a sudden getting 50-degree weather. We're about to get 1 or 2 inches of freezing cold rain. And this is playing havoc with the water temperature. And that is the heart of our ecosystem. Tell everybody, you're raising beneficial bacteria. You're raising the good bacteria in the system, not plants and fish. If your bacteria are happy and healthy, your pond will be happy and healthy. And water temperature is the biggest dictator as to how happy our bacteria are in the spring months. So when everybody warmed up, the fish started getting hungry, we instinctively went over and started feeding those fish. The fish eat that food, they go to the bathroom, the bacteria are there to digest the waste, and the system works in unison. But when the temperature's going up and down, the bacteria can't respond that fast. So what happens is there's more nutrients in the water than the fish can than the bacteria can handle. So Mother Nature sends green water in to make sure that the fish are happy and healthy. We just don't like green water. So when I get green water in the spring, I know there's something going on with my filter. But if I know I'm not overfeeding my fish, and I know my filter is properly sized, and I'm not overstocked with fish, then I don't worry about it. I let Mother Nature level off. And the cure to green water, if you know your filtration is in line, is beneficial bacteria. Be patient, maybe throw some plant material in there like hyacinths, anything that's gonna float in the water. They're shading the water surface, they're pulling nutrients out of the water. The hyacinths are not gonna be happy in this cold water, but they won't typically die. And so also stop feeding your fish. The fish do not need to be fed every day, multiple times a day. We enjoy feeding them that way. So don't feed the fish, maybe go every 3rd or 4th day. Double up on your beneficial bacteria treatments. Aquascape, we use Maintain on our pond. So if our pond looks good, we use Maintain. That's a combination of products, primarily beneficial bacteria. But if I'm getting water quality issues, cloudy water, green water, I'm using Clear. It's a great product they have. It basically has the beneficial bacteria and a flocculant in there that's gonna help speed up the cleaning of the water. But the key is you wanna be patient. Do not rush the water. Lots of customers wanna throw chemicals at it. You're not doing all you're doing is getting rid of the green, but the green is protecting your fish. Be patient, test your water. If the water's testing good, don't go crazy trying to clear it up too fast. Let it balance off. Let Mother Nature do her thing. If after 2 or 3 weeks of us being back in the 70s, if the water is not clearing, then we can discuss other tactics for clearing the water. But doubling up on beneficial bacteria, Aquascape makes a nice little gummy, I call them the gummy bombs, and you dump that in there. It supercharges the pond with beneficial bacteria to speed up that natural cycle. We don't want to change the cycle, we just want to speed it up. And Mother Nature's slowing it down every time we get these heavy rains. Now, 2 other things with water clarity. We are seeing, many of us have not mulched their ponds yet. So with these heavy rains, you could be getting erosion into your pond. We're getting reports of that all over the place in the heavy rains. So get fresh mulch on your pond. Do not use dyed mulch. Make sure it's a natural mulch or you will turn your pond the color of the dye in the mulch. So use natural mulch. And then the same things. Get the flocculants in there. They will speed up that cycle of getting the dirt to settle out. So if your pond is brown and not green, that's usually the cause. So fresh coat of mulch, flocculants, same solution. Now, fish diseases, that's a much more complicated situation that's going on in this pond. Again, the fish's immune system is almost non-existent below 65-degree water temperatures. I find the average pond runs about 10 degrees cooler than the air temperature. So the fish, we were in the 70s, their immune system was slowly starting to kick in, and then we drop again, and then we warm up, and then we drop again. So these are things that are happening naturally in these ponds. There's not a whole lot you can do other than focus on water quality. Make sure your pond stays as healthy and no ammonia, no nitrates, and make sure that the pond is as healthy as possible. But we are getting disease problems popping up all over the place. But I hate to say, in temperatures below 55 in the water, there's not much you can do just yet. So keep the fish happy. Keep the water quality as good as possible. There are treatments that you can use if you're having a parasite run through your pond in these colder temperatures, but the fish's immune system it's an uphill battle. So we're kind of like, we can attack some of the parasites and bacteria in the ponds, but we really need Mother Nature to balance out. So we'll go deeper into the parasite problems, but it all comes down to water quality. So right now, be patient. Treat your pond extra of the beneficial bacteria. Add some plants, water lilies, anything that's going to shade the water surface from the sun will help combat the green water. And then again, just be patient. Let it warm up, and then let's chat again. I hope that helps. Take care.